too good from what we've seen so far. And
That's fair. That's fair.
Game, it was just so like Liquid was so far ahead, and it just didn't matter. Like Ame recovered. It was really pretty Dota from them, but this time playing on the Ursa.
I'd say this game, it is Liquid who needs the beautiful Dota. They have to hit the big moves, or they have the finesse heroes, right? We're going to have these little Marci plays. Look at this. Oh, such finesse.
Jump, 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 jump. Hide away. Zinq, he's on the low ground looking for a fissure. Uh-oh. Foxy going to drop, and they give the first blood over to Mr. Faith Beyond. So LGD hot out the gates.
Now, LGD's lineup, no finesse required. This is, I mean, what? Who makes plays? It's all so simple. It's just like ABC. It's you just follow what you're supposed to do with the old flowchart of these heroes on LGD. It's just we hit good scythes. You know, maybe we get some an early blink dagger if possible. Once again, managed to get at 15 minutes last time on Zinq, which is crazy because a lot of Earthshakers we've seen have been forced into the early shard instead. They got shard gold at 15 minutes.
Right.
This guy had blink gold.
That's wild.
So made a pretty damn good game. Liquid, they got to hit these bigger plays with their heroes. So they got harder to execute, but certainly plausible here for Liquid.
3 bounty runes for LGD, and Insania is going to make up for it by killing off that courier. You do see Insania down here in the bottom lane, so want to have that purge available to take off the overpower from the Ursa. Much needed, since this otherwise could be a really rough matchup, but the other matchup is probably going to be up top. The Razor, we'll see what he can do against that Bloodseeker if Marci's still going to just make the lane too tough.
Yeah, you're going to have the rebound speed to help out if there's a link, and then maybe even a dispose sort of play where you could either chuck the Razor back or chuck the Bloodseeker to break that and perhaps get turnaround potential. So should be interesting. They've already done some Fisher plays up here from Zinq to pull the wave all the way back here, and well, even just to start, look at that.
There it is. The link doesn't really end up mattering as you just rebound away immediately. Although now Foxy taking some damage. He's already died once, but will not get brought down again, it looks like. But this is maybe a sign of things to come. Some fissure blocks could maybe be the difference maker for these heroes.
Yeah, and then moving to their mid laner here, I have nothing to say it. Very interesting Necrophos pick. Picking it into the Oracle. Always a bit odd, as we tend to like Oracle versus Necrophos. For, as the panel mentioned, you're going to have a Dispel versus the Ghost Shroud. You might be able to hit some big saves with the Fate's Edict or the False Promise, where, you know, it tends to be very telegraphed when the Scythe is going to be coming out, and you even have a moment with the animations. So they really value this idea of bringing down these beefier heroes of the Tiny, stopping this very speedy Bloodseeker and the Magnus, just like cutting through it with that scythe.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe the thought process here is that they're going to try and, you know, have nothing to say, be that person that just walks forward and tanks everything else. It's like another courier snipe before it gets delivered, so no headdress either for Y.
Just get no items. Yeah. So he killed the courier and then he wards the pillar. So then they have the vision of it coming back. This was very sneaky from Insania, really reducing a lot of the effectiveness of the Chen early on here.
Rotation over, Boxy gets the pull back behind the tower, and they find the kill. So Mickey takes down nothing to say. Good rotation from Boxy.
That is nice. The lane was pushing in up top there as well, so Matu is still at least getting a couple creeps under the tower right now. Really well done.
I will say that they need to do something because Razor is having just a good old time up there. There's a whole creep wave ahead of the Bloodseeker. A couple of denies along the way as well.
Yeah, to be shutting down, nothing to say. I mean, you already know the site's going to be bad, so you have to rely on those other abilities, and like, you know, you're looking towards some of the other benefits of Necrophos, of just like the team effort of the sustain, moving forward, and trying to be this sort of frontline hero in the engagements. That is much harder to do when you're one of the poorer cores. You know, it's not like last game when he played Puck, had a rough start to the game, especially because of that Orchid that came out. You can still participate and get things done and then itemize pretty quickly against it. Not so easy on a Necrophos. This hero likes to be at the top of the board.
True. Needs to be up there pretty high. Ame likewise hurting and giving over a lot of the thirst stacks. Why? In trouble, pulled down low, and going to get dropped. That does mean he's going to get his items finally. As Toxie's going to be in some trouble. And nothing to say. Back towards mid. Chase forward, Insania there, looking for a finish. Can they do it? He has Ghost Shroud as well as Fairy Fire, holding on to that for the moment. Down low, but not dead. No. I think nothing. No, he doesn't pop Fairy Fire.
He's level 3. I mean, on Oracle, I don't know if you've got a chance to. You know, that's a big damage.
And I guess, I mean, he had Fairy Fire, but didn't want to pop it. Interesting. But 2 heroes rotating to mid 2 times in a row. And Nothing to say he's getting the treatment. That is for sure.
Yeah, in fact, they got a kill onto a Magnus in the laning stage, too. Just, again, a hero that we are not getting to see very often anymore. Obviously, hasn't really been much of a thing since TI, frankly, since he lost the stun on Horn Toss. Looking forward to see some of the synergy they can pull off this game as he continues trying to bully Ame in this lane. You know, not the biggest in power heroes. You can do some sort of cheeky stuff with Tiny, and Bloodseeker, of course, is going to run around just punch people, but none of our classics, you know, our Jugs, our... Oh, look at that.
Foxy gets punished. A little fissure action. Able to interrupt and rebound off cool, or was on cooldown, it looks like, so no escape for the Marci. But yeah, top lane definitely the one that is looking pretty good so far for LGD. As down bottom, Ursa also a little bit behind in terms of CS on the mag. Although now with Chen coming in with some creeps, it's becoming a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, Wave's still in a great spot though. So in terms of moving on to the next stage of this game, who are our movers and shakers here? As well, he's being moved and shooken about here by Mickey, that's for sure. Rocks and tumbles. Now level 6. Oh, jeez.
Dude, this guy's crazy. He's just not afraid.
Nice. I mean, look at that value.
Yeah.
The triple last hit there. Much needed. But yeah, they're getting out of the lanes for LGD. Is a little bit weird. Again, another toss back into that tower, and he knows there's no Ghost Shroud.
And Fairy Fire already used. Stick Charge is used. Dead. Oh man, is that 0-3? 0-4?
We don't look at those things, you know.
That's a tough one. Jeez. Well, it's all been trying to shut him down. They don't quite manage to get the pullback down there on the bottom side for the Chen, but a couple more of those Pearl Boulders from the Golems, as well as the Tornado action. Super annoying to deal with.
It's really just the mid lane now, where most of these deaths are coming into play.
Yeah, a little bit up top too, but that's mainly been to get some other separation, and Mickey won't get caught this time.
Tries to find a rune in a bit of a risky position. The haste is up top. Mickey not gonna try and take his luck for a guess there, and of course the vision is still there for LGD, so they're gonna know about this.
Denied.
But not the easiest heroes to make a great play with it either, so. Q just comes down to the haste, and he's like, fine, you know, I will wait for you to come and grab this.
Skewer back, TP rotation coming in. Foxy wants to get active, pulls in one there, the dispose. Do they have enough damage though? Insania doing a good chunk of it, and will have that final touch, but Zai underneath the tornado ends up falling. Faith Beyond on the other side finds the kill on a Matumba man. Y is gonna go down. So 4 deaths across the board.
And he almost did the one back up too. And the penitence right at the start there, just that extra little bit of damage from the Ursa, helping to ensure that he could grab that kill on his eye for stop there. But there, the Ghost Shroud.
Avatos needs another punch, needs one more. Mickey committed for this, but the Scythe to keep him alive. Nothing to say, they turn it around and get the kill onto Mickey. Not bad.
As the worst thing that can happen when you're crushing a lane versus some of these heroes like the Viper or the Necrophos or something, and you come in and you're just like, you know, that little bit of extra oomph, that damage they have, I dive into the tower and get punished. It's like trying to continuously punish a Bat Rider or something. Gotta watch those tower shots.
It's one of those things too that's like you can see there the difference that it makes. The raindrops, the bracer, the no talisman as well.
It's a hard kill, but 6.
Does get the net afterwards, and silence comes out, which creates enough separation so they can't bring down the Ursa.
Matu 5, Insania level 5. Not always the best that you want for your safe laner, but at least he's out of a tough situation. They're going to send Zai up top there versus the Magnus, or the Razor rather, and Magnus having that skewer. Some options versus the Link. Keep him up with live as Q secures that DD rune versus Boxy.
Quick enough. Sania, stunned for the moment, turned upon and killed. And I mean, those kills pretty important because, as you said, he's having a pretty good game on this Oracle.
Yeah, and he's a strong hero in the early game too, especially when you get these earlier levels, right? He's got 3 points now in the Purifying Flames, so some serious nuke potential. You need to smoke up more around, especially when Marci gets a couple levels too. They got significant stun and damage to work with there. Could even do some like rebound cheeky plays with the no, I'm gonna get it. The Fortune's End.
He's got such weird names. Fate's Edict. I don't remember what the rain is. It's like mystical rain.
It's like Rain of Fortune or something.
Yeah. Wow. TP knocked down. Rain of
Oh,
Destiny.
so close.
As Rupture used.
Wasn't that close.
Ame able to get out.
Hey, do you guys even know he's an Ags? Surely there's someone out there, right? That doesn't know about this new Ags. It makes this like AoE where all the healing gets amped, the damage, healing gets amped, and there's a damage per second and a heal per second on your allies.
We'll go down there. That would be awesome to get to see that today. I don't think it's going to happen, though, if I'm going to be honest.
It's going to go pretty long, I think.
Ame's still chasing. Angry Bear wants to battle. Mickey trying to get away. Do they have enough damage? They do. Nothing to say, coming back again. 7-7 in terms of these kills.
They're such empty kills across the map. I feel like they have such like little impact on things. Finally, this will be the first one where it really feels like, okay, we got the kill, we're near the tower, bring over the Alpha Wolf. This seems to be the first impactful one that we're actually going to run into at the moment. So, TP's coming through. Insania's here. Oh, here we go, Zai.
Wanted it. He wanted that RP. And now creeps on top of Insania. Boxy in the area as well, but still, the creeps survive. They go on in. They take down the tower. Dispose afterwards. Pulls in. Doesn't want to pop the RP. Zai still looking for that perfect one. He might get nothing.
Oh, there's an echo here, too.
Nothing to say. He's good. They run in with the Razor. Oh, Liquid. They were wanting it all, and they're not going to get anything after it. As Zai gets chased. Zinq in the area. Does he have Fissure back up again in a sec? 4, 3, 2. Just drops the echo. Why not?
Okay. I mean, he's not getting out of there either way on Zai. Oh, a couple of bounty runes. That's nice for nothing to say. They're just collecting up here, it would seem.
Coin for me.
It's a nice little injection of gold there. But yeah, look at Nothing to Say's items. You know, he's got treads, full wand, bracer, null, and a cloak.
Sorry, I thought this man was 0, 3, and 0. Like, I'm a little confused.
He's just all these little skirmishy, fighty things.
It would appear he's second on the board now.
That's so insane.
Man, great enabling from the teammates. They're just rotating with the Chen and the Earthshaker, guaranteeing that lane, and also just like quality plays too. These are the little plays they need to make though on the side of Liquid. They don't have the damage with just the two of them though.
The Hand of God is pretty good. Nothing to say. Turned upon, unleashing what they can, but they might just end up dying. The turnaround is there. 9 seconds left until ulti. And looks like Boxy's going to be able to get a little bit of separation. Zai turns, RP ready, connects onto 2. Another salvo of spells soon to come out from Mickey with Insania in the air. 4 heroes, but they end up killing Zinq instead. Nothing to say. He's living through it all. It buys enough time for Faith Beyond to get here, but Avalanche, maybe he's gone a bit too far. Toss with the Rupture, gets the damage, gets the kill.
They did it to him. They got all the little skills, the little plays that are possible. Harder to execute for Liquid, no doubt. But when they get in there, when they bring the numbers, everyone hits their spells, it looks real good. I think I saw Fate's Edict there as well. I believe on the save there, with the, or maybe it wasn't enough damage. But either way, not able to connect with the Scythe on this one. I think it was actually the help of the sidekick with the lifesteal that might have saved him. Whew. All right, Liquid needing it to fight back there as the game was starting to slip, and some of these heroes getting rather frightening. This early, of course, a Razor, Necropos, and Ursa not even really joining so much into the battles. They've got to be starting to be concerned about the Roche potential. There's Chen, there's Ursa, you know. They're going to try and take over this area and start vying for that Aegis anytime now.
Well, and this is kind of the thing, right? Like, we're seeing the value that you get out of a Necrophos, which is being this, like, just beefy force in front. And the flip side of that is that the Oracle being able to save meant that they couldn't go through like a second round of
Faith Beyond.
All the regen. They'd get Toss, Dispose, went a little bit the wrong way, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Ava Toss, and with Insania having the damage, Liquid, they make it work.
It's really important to have a high damage support and the Oracle for this play to work too, right? Because you're sacrificing that Toss to the Ava.
Yeah.
So for the Dispose, even with the bad angle, still able to get that kill just shows how much strength there is and why they're able to roam as a trio smoking up right now.
I think that these next couple of minutes are going to be pretty key because, while yes, it's true that there is going to be this like pretty extensive, you know, great team fight potential out of Liquid, there still is that danger that Chen is just going to take all the map over, right? He's sending his creeps out. They've taken mid and top tower, and on the other side, Liquid haven't gotten anything.
Well, I mean, talk about taking the map over though. Those wards, as we were just pointing out there, just like completely controlling through that radiant part of the jungle. Very hard for LGD to move in there as the circle comes, actually, from Ame. It's like, I can't go there.
Yeah.
I'm going to play up here. I'm going to be roaching. I think they're all down in that area right now. So
Radiant's bottom tower
Ursa
is
Draft
under
does
attack.
what Ursa Draft does best. Heads to the roach pit. And what is the fear, though? There's no blink yet for Magnus.
They know.
They got toss plays. Matu's still showing on that bottom tower.
No, they can't get it.
I think that just gives them the confidence, right? They just know Matu's not coming. No rupture to sort of trap Ame in the pit.
Radiant's
All right,
bottom
Mickey going
tower
for this
has
Echo
fallen.
Saber meant that Tiny couldn't get in there. So, no chance to find it. And you also see Ame, he's wanting to scale, going in for the Battle Fury. I was wondering if he was going to go for one of the more early battling builds, but they feel confident with this. And that's a scary proposition because, yeah, there's Empower Bloodseeker, but I mean, this still is not a sort of hero that you can treat lightly in the late game.
Especially with how this game started, too.
Yeah.
Like they got a little bit of a lead, so just kind of cushioning that there, just in case things go a bit awry in the mid game with that Battle Fury. Going to be the backbone of the team this time. Doesn't really have that great scaling mid that you sometimes see.
Why he's going around with his little beginnings of an army and trying to get some D wards across the map. As Fatuppa Man will farm up. Of course, one of the big frustrating parts of this is that, you know, you can't always go for the empower plays when you've got a core Magnus. You sort of need that hero to be out on the map, farming himself, making plays happen.
Yeah, and that's what's been hurting Mickey, too, is that he's the one who had to kind of run around and make those plays, too.
True. Smoke
Make
up.
up for that.
Looking for an opening. Who are they going to find? Fatuppa Man? Ooh. They see this. They see nothing to say, and the wraparound from XinQ gets an angle. Fissure onto both of them.
Toss
Okay,
back.
looking for the toss back with the rupture play. Catches
Oh, and the
already
skewer.
onto Zai. Is it going to be enough? Doing a ton of pure damage.
It ran out, though.
Not good enough. RP, silence, all in the Necro, and they get him.
Yeah, he's still firing up back. I mean, again, we talked about this a lot yesterday, but this idea of just like the repositioning, of course, has always been so strong in Dota, and now to have it again, just like rupture into toss and skewer. Not the best really big saves there when you open like that with the Fissure.
Right.
Like, that's really their best save, so couldn't
Radiant's
continue the
middle tower
connections.
is under attack.
Well, Liquid, like I said, not giving up without a fight. They've got BKB coming out for Razor now, and they find the Chen. Mickey there, and he's going straight into the Aghanim Scepter afterwards.
Yeah, a lot of this coming back to just all the wards they placed in here. Sure, it was like a triple warding situation, but some of them still got left behind. So they had good ideas of the movements of LGD throughout here. In fact, right now, still sitting on a Razor, ward is Razor. Faith Beyond has to pop a BKB.
TPing out,
Radiant's
not an
middle
option
tower
for him,
is
although
under
the
attack.
Fissure is there to interrupt, and he's chasing in for that. That's a little bit wild. Not going to go for it anymore. Nothing to say, runs into Mickey, Avalanche trying to run. Insania is right next to him, so there's no chance that they kill Mickey here, as long as he's got that false promise ready.
There's also a Rupture with Blink Skewer, so a bit worrisome. They're going to smoke up.
Okay.
They want to go right back into this at the moment. They know there's no BKB on that Razor, and so Faith Beyond moving right back through all the same wards. Oh, Mickey, he's hungry. He's thirsty. He just, blood in the water here. Is he, oh, the tomato. Will it be your death?
Yeah, they got Y.
They got interceptions. All right.
Maybe though. Skewer back. They find nothing to say.
That ward, man. That ward is
It's
so
too
much
good.
work.
Trying to chase. There is the rupture. He wants to stand still. Mickey has to be careful. They have the false promise finally going to get used. The toss with the rupture, almost enough damage, and they do get him. Now they got to kite the Ursa, and they're doing it quite well. Must be said. Zai going to go for the skewer out, makes his little self a little bit of the separation, and Boxy the only one that falls from Liquid.
All right, things got a little messy there. So I had to wait for some of the allies to catch up, but in the end, still going to be net benefit there for Liquid, especially for that Tiny. Tries to build up towards that Aghanim Scepter there in combination with the Magnus. We're going to have a lot of AoE damage being thrown around from these two. Definitely a combo that was popular, especially when we first got ourselves this a tree tossing of the volley.
So we see the difference, and you know, as we're looking at this fight too, I'm thinking about how different this would look if they actually had a Shaker with a Blink Dagger. 17 minutes in, and he's not quite there. I mean, this is definitely not the game that we saw earlier from XinQ.
No, certainly not. I mean, even there too, like not getting the rupture right away on nothing to say is what causes all these longer problems. That toss got weird when he hit Boxy, and he was like rebounding through, but still managed to work out in the end. Yeah, and Zinq exactly that. So a lot of the Shakers being forced into the shard first. Oh no.
Oh, he's so
got
close.
He got it.
Here, he finished it. All right, you can die now. He's not going to, though.
Now they're a little bit more concerned about the TPs coming through, and it is Ame who shows only a couple seconds left on this Aegis, but not enough allies to punish.
That Blink Dagger reveal for Ame, and they also got the D ward on that obs that was placed down. Nothing to say. Wants the TP out. Can they get there in time? Oh, just barely off the mark.
I learned that one nice and early in Dota, you know?
What's that?
I remember that was the first thing someone yelled at me about in Dota.
What?
It was the TP from Rupture. Yeah, because I kept dying to a Bloodseeker. And they were just like, just TP. Oh, you can do that?
It changes the game.
It changed. My mind just expanded. I still had, 2 stout shields. And I bought a recipe for a Shiva's Guard because I thought it worked.
I like that.
That was disappointing. It had the key, all right? When you put just the recipe in, it still had your hotkey on it. Right. So I thought I could hit it, and
it just didn't happen.
No, it was very embarrassing.
That's fine. We've all been there.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
not our smart viewers, though.
No, of course not.
They never. They knew it all right from the start.
They did reveal that Blink Dagger from the Earthshaker now. Oracle gets dropped.
How about this Midas from Zai, too? He sees the writing on the wall.
Okay.
They need a little bit of time this game. He sees Battle Fury. So he also sees this Ursa with that vision. Well, why? He's looking juicy.
Yeah, this should be at least
Look at that
one
hesitation.
kill.
They're just like, I don't know. Oh, the birds. He's back.
Yeah, they got him.
Bird number 2.
Bird 2? Whoa, that would have been cool.
All right. Well, I mean, that's a win.
Yeah,
You had 2 Hurricanes. They have to RP with Chen.
Sounds pretty wild.
He should be all chatting.
I know.
All this for me?
He's far too mannered for that. I agree. I will say some of those Hurricanes could come into play later. If you can get like a disruption on one of those targets, like either Hurricane Zion away from the position where he's going for the RP, or
imagine if you Hurricane someone away from the Oracle so you can save him.
Oh, that's the big play. The other big thing we got here is the Aghanim Scepter done for Tiny. So Echo Saber combined with that, Mickey, he's going to start doing some pretty solid deeps.
It does a lot of damage.
Doesn't have actually the Echo Saber complete. He had to disassemble to finish off the Ags instead, but still.
It's okay. He has a Magnus, so it's fine.
True. And look at that win probability favoring LGD. They have done a really good job of making this draft work, and rather unconventional picks, not just for the meta, but in our conception of what some of these heroes are good against other ones for.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Likewise, Liquid, they're smoking up. And after they do not find any kills, both teams just going to farm up the jungle most likely. We'll see if Liquid want to run through and keep looking for a fight or not.
I think one of the bigger differences between this game and the last game is just the speed at which they clear waves and the difficulties there. Like, look at that. Like, he has to reveal himself pretty hard on Ame.
Expose. Interrupt. Ame caught. They still have that Echo ready. Boxy going to be saved. False promise, TP out. Will he be able to survive through it? Now they still got the break. And now finding the Oracle. That's a good one to catch. Nothing to say, standing still in the Rupture. Can they keep this chase going on LGD? It doesn't look like they're going to, but a good win there, taking out the 2 supports again.
Yeah, even burning the Echo Slam there too. Just saying, I want to guarantee this kill, make sure that we get our numbers advantage here because they don't know when that Roche is going to spawn. It's going to be another 15 seconds or so a rather short one. And a Halberd finished up for nothing to say as well, so just trying to be a nuisance this game. Reduce some of this damage and try and make Matsu's life a little bit harder. I'd say a difficult hero to maybe land a Halberd on. Seems more likely that he's going to be BKB before he reaches you in most scenarios.
True. Yeah, that is a fair point. I think that the only other thing is like the evasion can be pretty helpful. Yeah. Creep in the pit though, and Ame realizes it is time to go, but so do Liquid. They're getting together. Every bash from Roche is important here. Is he going to be able to finish it in time? Mickey wants to run in. It's getting down low. Avalanche toss. Jumps in for Boxy. The BKB. Faith Beyond caught him. And it's saying he's in no man's land. He's going to have to ulti himself. Just ends up dying. Does not have buyback there in the pit. Skewer out. Ulti afterwards. Where's the follow? No, but the tree toss. The volley wasn't onto the right targets. Matumba Man, I don't know if they have enough to take down the Ursa here. Fissure on the other side. Zinq, full control. And Mickey going to drop. Matumba Man, he wants to play cleanup, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough. Running away, but you're not fast enough from the bear. Ame with the triple kill. How are LGD this good?
How is Zinq this good on Shaker? That was so slick. The angle that he blinked to hit that fissure and then utilizing the ability to move across the fissure with the cliffs like that, he just kited the Bloodseeker. He kept chasing him. He's like, oh, I can get him. And, you know, they thought they were going on the Ursa. That fissure comes down. And it's like, oh, I'm not trapped here with you. You're trapped in here with me. Bear just eats him up.
That was so crazy. I mean, again, you go like a second later or what have you, and it all looks so different. And the catch onto Insania too, he was just a bit too far forward.
Yeah, both supports just dead instantly. The tree volley, like they're waiting for this mag to get, and the tree volley goes into the pit, and you're just like, oh no. But even then, the damage, like, you can see when he gets the hit, Faith Beyond gets absolutely worked, but then there it is. Xingqiu comes in, walks down, gets chased from Matsu, you know, gets a little tap, and he's like, oh, what? I don't like this. See ya. Look at that angle. Oh, right up the cliff. That's crazy. That's so good.
God, that shard is amazing.
No, that player is amazing. All right.
Fair enough.
You got to use this shard. This isn't one of those freebies.
And they do have the shard now done on Ursa as well. Brought up from the pit and a 10k gold lead. As this game, LGD, they've come up with answers. And it's off the back of the Ursa. I mean, they're all sort of doing individually very impressive plays. I think nothing to say having value in this game is one of the ones that's most wild to me. He's just sort of a body there to throw these like big defensive items on, say, come deal with me.
It was just such a terrible start for this hero as well. You know, like he was in a bad lane, and then suddenly he's involved in 4 kills right away. After that, it turns it around completely, takes the tower, all backed up by the Chen and the Earthshaker. Really getting great use of those 2 supports when they have very little itemization as well. And now you're hitting that peak that you really want on the Shaker, of course. He's got the blink and the shard. This game is good. He has several choices you can go for. 4 staffs, BKBs, depending on the games, can all look pretty good on Earthshaker. And I also love the way Xingqiu built this. We didn't really talk about it, but the Tranquils into the double Sage's Mask rather than committing for the full Soul Ring as well. Pretty cool, right? You're getting that mana regen to stay out, but it's still going to help you get your blink faster.
12 assists, only 1 death. I mean, he's had a really good one. We've talked about Xingqiu Shaker. Parker says he's the only one that's allowed to play it. I'm inclined to believe him until somebody else figures out how to do all this. But even with the later Blink Dagger, you know, he still made a ton happen at the point when they needed it.
He's an imposing player, this Xingqiu, you know?
That's true.
He walks around, you see Shaker like holding that totem, giving him a couple taps on the rubs. He walks around rubbing his belly. I know you guys see it like on the things, but it's not just a team meme. He's like walking around, all he's just rubbing his belly. He's like, oh yeah.
He's playing one-handed right
More
now.
Dota coming later.
Move command. And look at this, Faith Beyond. Every other Razor going Refresher. It's like, I want a Linken's. Don't rupture me. Leave me alone.
It's a great call. I mean, that's really what Liquid have to get back in this game, right? Is they have to hit these ruptures into the move combos.
Oh, this could be dangerous. Tumba Man, do they have vision of this guy?
Yeah, they do now.
Fissure? Not gonna go for it. I guess that's the thing. They don't need to make that wild jump on LGD. They've put themselves in a position where you can just play behind Ame.
Yeah, it's Liquid who are hiding behind this Palm Sentry, hoping to make a wild jump onto someone.
And nobody coming for the fight. Needing to come up with these answers, and LGD at every step have just looked like the better team.
More defensive items. Lotus is done. Another nuisance for this combo that they're trying to pull off here from Liquid. Well, you know, there's a benefit here for Team Liquid fans, is that the combo gets easier to hit on your high ground, so the more towers you lose, the more likely the fight occurs on your high ground.
This is maximum cope right now.
They're huffing it straight in the chest.
It's actually good to lose all your buildings.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Yeah, write that down, that's good. I gotta do that in my next game.
Yeah.
Well, we got some tier 3 neutral items. Spider legs for both teams. Keep it fair, I like that. Right, great item.
I mean, that's needed. I feel like they really got to get that with all the fissure stuff that's coming out.
True.
But Tumba Man's still keeping, for now, the Brigand's Blade. We'll see if he decides to go back for it. I think I saw some Elven Tunics out there as well.
Oh, look at this ward. They're all, the 3 of them standing on this ward right now. Matsuzai, Insania, trying to D-ward. One more sentry, Insania. Snipe it.
Oh, that's annoying.
Are scanning.
That doesn't look like it. So they won't find it now. And of course, we've talked about the couriers when smokes come out. How frustrating it can be to play against that, but solid vision.
Dude, he is just sentrying everywhere, and he's not finding them. I guess they didn't move any wards, huh?
That's so
well, at least
rough.
Sneaky wards.
Yeah.
Down in the lane by the old tier 2, up by the tier 3.
Just can't find one. I mean, and that's the thing too, is that it's pretty dangerous to buy a gem at this point, it feels like, but...
There's the smoke. Oh, the Chrysalis coming out on the courier. They're going to know about that. That's... All right, Liquid. Here's go. You got a couple combos. We got Rupture combos, and we got RP combo into the Tree Volley, right? That's what you're looking for right now. But we have the Hand of God. We have the Holy Locket, 20 charges even, as well as the mechanism. So, why? He's got some big heals to counter some of this giant wombo combo that they're going to opt for here. And then, of course, the counter initiation potential from the Shaker. It's hard to land all that as a Magnus without a BKB.
Sitting behind the Ursa right now. Everybody from LGD there. And the smoke up comes first from LGD. They have vision down.
Oh, the preemptive Lincoln too.
Yeah, they're ready to run.
Dire are scanning.
Meanwhile, Dire scanning, anticipating some movement, but not knowing the direction from which it's coming. And Faithion runs right into Matumba Man at the start. The chase down, rebound, hoping to escape Fissure. That was close. That was very close.
He's human.
That was only because of the rebound. If he didn't have rebound speed, that would have got him. Jeez. Okay, so smoke down. Yeah,
still unfortunately for them, unlike though it is a BKB spent.
That's true.
So you burnt an Eye of the Storm, sure, but you don't really care about that spell right now. Faithion, you know, I got a bear. Ame's got the damage. True. Zai on a ward right now, on a ward. Oh no.
And they find him, the mag, false promise though, and then the skewer into the base, the RP afterwards, Rupture on top, toss away, dead one time.
He's a genius.
That was what they needed. They lose Boxy, but you find that kill on the bear, you take it every day of the week.
Yeah, it's funny because that is the difference, right? When you don't have those position heroes, because like he's jumping and trying to punish this mag, and everyone's like coming, like, yeah, all right, let's just kill him, guys. But then he just skewers you in the face.
Yeah,
can't get the full chain step wall.
Echo 1-1, but the Fate's Edict answer, it was too quick. This is why they have this Oracle pick, but he's in trouble. Can't get a toss back, can't get anything. So they end up losing both the Marci and the Tiny very quickly there. And LGD, I mean, even without the Ursa, they're feeling confident to go high ground with the Chen creeps.
That is true. That is definitely an underrated aspect of Chen, right? He's got that big damage to this push. They got to try and clear some of these out here, but there's the mech. Keep them up and hit.
They got the rally, the extra damage from all the dead skeletons, but they will back out now after the tower almost dies.
All right, Lyrical, it is America's favorite game. 20 seconds until the Roche spawns. Give me your number.
I'm going to say 90 seconds.
90 seconds. Again, 90 seconds. Right on the nose.
Yeah.
You like this year. The last time you missed it because you didn't add a number.
That's right, but if I miss it, I mean, I'm going to miss it no matter what.
Okay, I'm going to go for 36.
36.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. Jump in. Sure. Chasing. 5. No, I was almost 90 seconds.
Why are you watching the fights? There was a timer happening.
Why is it going to drop now?
Pay attention, Lyrical, all right?
My bad, I'm sorry. The timing, it is very important, to be fair.
What did you say, 90?
I said 90.
Yeah, you're 15 off. Not bad, not bad. Someone in the chat got it right.
That's true.
Which is pretty cool.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah. Press 1 if you got it right.
Well done.
Jeez. I remember, be honest. Yeah, no lying.
Nobody would dare. Nobody would lie on the internet. What are you talking about?
Doesn't let you post if you're lying.
That's right.
Everyone knows that. Nobody would lie on the internet. I love these casters.
32 minutes in as we get ready to go with the Midas starting to pay off.
It's very important.
Midas starting to pay off a little bit, getting those levels up.
Is there a danger of this lead of LGD slipping away?
I mean, I kind of feel like there's a little. I mean, you've just got the wombo combo, right?
It's gimmicky. It's a gimmicky need from Liquid, right?
Yeah.
They know they have the tools. They're hard to hit. This is what we talked about during the draft.
But sometimes gimmicks are good. Oh, but the blink! The blink! It hurts. Oh, Zai, get out of there. Don't let him see it.
We both just physically recoiled when that happened. I mean, I know you guys can't see it, but there was pain.
I think Zai did too. But the toss, okay, get a little bit of a recompense here. ZQ pulled around, Hand of God, gotta run. They don't have the RP. LGD, they know, they saw it. The chase down and in trouble. Reaper's Scythe used even. I don't know if he had the Fate's Edict on at that point. As the Ava toss Mickey, he dies.
They broke up the fight. Zai actually chased forward to push the remaining Rupture that was left on Xin Q, so they helped get at least that kill. Matsu chased in as well, and I think maybe that's a help to make it so it's less of a loss in that engagement.
But Roche is up, and that's the problem. Oh.
And it's just constantly this center courser, you know, he's one job. They sit rogue.
Oh my god, it's Ags. All right, hold on a second now. Now, there is one thing we got to keep in mind. Ursa Ags is good. Chen's might be getting better. A strong dispel.
That would be so hype, though.
Oh,
Why
dude,
dispel
Ame,
one
why?
hero? Yeah, you know why. He's a carry player.
is
They
a
always
carry.
take it. But why dispel one hero when dispel many hero is good?
That's true. Zinq there, you can see.
Look at him trying to walk up this, too. He was like, oh, I want it. He kept moving. He's like, I want that echo so bad. And the skewer comes through. But yeah, this is the other side of the fight. I kind of missed this one. But yeah, not able to get too much there. Thanks to False Promise still being on.
Wanting it so bad. Back in the real game here, they are taking some damage. Tier 3 tower already gone, and now into the racks.
Look at him just sitting those Chen creeps there, too, with the auras helping out.
Dire's middle barracks.
Heal amplification aura. Sure, why not?
Dire's middle
20
barracks
seconds until
is
RP's back up, and that's not going to come in time. Now they have doubled the lead that they had just a couple of minutes ago. And you can see, wow, pretty heavy win probability there into the favor of LGD.
It's a bit generous for Liquid.
I mean,
4.
to be fair, it's like you got that big combo. RP into the tree volley is pretty insane.
But if the tree never hits the enemy hero, does it really do any damage?
The answer is no. That's not even philosophical. It's just mechanics of the game.
Well, that's debatable.
Got the blink dagger up now too on Razor. So that's blink on everybody except for Chen. Oh god, and he almost has the Aghanims done on Chen too. I think he has all the components coming out on Courier, and then he's going to be able to finish off the point booster here.
I guess that explains it, huh?
Oh, dude, this is going to feel so bad. They're going to RP everybody, and then he's just going to press R.
This is where you just let it happen.
Oh.
You just run it as 5, you know? They actually don't have a secondary AoE punish.
No.
In theory. Well, I guess there's Avalanche, but he's going to be trying to do some cheeky tree volley stuff.
Yeah, Y's about to finish this one off. I mean, he might save for buyback, to be fair.
No, he won't.
Probably
Come
not.
on.
There's no way.
Yeah. He knows.
Y's a gamer. So for anybody that has been away for a little bit, Aghanims Chen now hard dispels on cast. So I think that the ways that they had to catch back in.
Dispel or a hard dispel, Lyrical?
I mean, it's
I don't know.
That's how you take off reverse polarity. It's just gone.
Oh, like even a stun?
Even a stun.
Wow, I thought dispels only took off debuffs.
No, man.
Like weak ones.
That's it.
Oh, is that a weak dispel?
That's why it's a strong
A
one.
basic dispel?
Boxy.
Thanks, Lyrical.
No problem. I'm here to help. TP not quick enough. When Zinq trying to find some more. Has the blink himself. Can he get there in time? Tree volley, but Fissure not going to connect.
He popped his A on this. That's actually kind of huge.
Nice.
Take that.
Well played. Yeah, this game is this is looking rather rough. Liquid, I mean, they're just praying that LGD's keyboards come unplugged at this point because it is so difficult to take this fight.
It's definitely a one-shot play here from Liquid.
I mean, I guess the flip side is that if they catch the Chen in the RP, that's the way that you make it work. And yeah, you can see Zai, Chen is missing. He has to find him. He knows that. And if they can kill the Chen right at the get-go, that's the way that they can maybe win a fight. But, I mean, he could be in Fountain.
And sweet.
They also don't really have the best like hunting squad, I guess, because
No.
they don't have a. I mean, the hunting squad's actually okay. The issue is they don't really have a way to clear waves without the hunters being at the base right now. You don't have some hero who can be like sneakily like, oh, I'm just clearing the waves, and they're definitely not for smoke looking for Chen right now.
Yeah.
Because there's a Marci and an Oracle support duo. Insania can't really clear these super creeps away.
They're just trying to get all the cool items. Zinq wants a refresher. You've got the Agi blink on Ame. It's all kind of coming out at once, and when they walk up this high ground, I feel like they're just going to be way too stacked up for Liquid to deal with it.
They are quite wealthy.
Yeah.
They're actually waiting for the Aegis to expire on LGD so we can just fit in another item.
I like that.
Yeah, he doesn't even want it.
It's back. Swift away. Tree volley. Skewer not going to be there. Has to save the RP. Can only find it, but a good jump out from Ame so he doesn't get caught. Tier 3 tower down. Ready to keep that pressure going. 20 seconds until the Aegis expires. Fate's Edict. Skewer back. Fate beyond in. RP afterwards. There's the but Zai saved. Actually, he took the damage first, so I think that he was going to live through it regardless.
That is so depressing, though. You're so close to getting them into the well, and then all are healed.
And they stop it right in its tracks. But Hand of God down now. Can they find more afterwards? Zai tries to get the horn toss, but can't get him to the other side of the fissure. Buildings falling. Mickey, Avatos, they don't have enough. The Aegis is down. But there is not enough damage on the side of Team Liquid, and they just can't get their hands around the LGD heroes.
A bit too slippery there. And that's a pretty short cooldown at this point as well for that Chen, right? He's got a quickening charm on there too, so it's only 100 seconds.
Fissures, pull back one. Is it going to be good enough though? Not quite. Echo out. Xingqiu finds his moment, gets the Oracle, and as Ame travels into the base, Matumba Man dead. There are no buybacks on any of these heroes. Tier 4 towers are going to fall, and LGD, they're going to close this one out 2-0. Still yet to lose a game in this tournament.
Yeah, then you watch them play and you're like, I am not surprised. So, things I love.